we're going to explain how to fix the relation does not exist error in PostgreSQL pgSQL functions. This error pops up when your function tries to access a table or view that PostgreSQL can't find. There are several reasons why this happens, and we'll go through the most common ones and how to solve them. 1. Typographical errors. The simplest reason is a spelling mistake in the table or view name used within your function. Double-check every character in your select, insert, update, or delete statements. Case sensitivity matters in PostgreSQL. My table is different from my table. Carefully compare the name in your function with the actual table name in the database using a query like @mytable in the psql command line tool. Correct any typos and retry. 2. Schema issues. Your table might exist, but it's in a different schema than the one your function is searching in. By default, functions often operate within the public schema. If your table resides in a different schema, for example, my_schema, you need to specify the schema name explicitly. For example, instead of select from my table, use select from my_schema.mytable. You can list all schemas using the command dn in psql and check where your table is located. 3. Incorrect database connection. Ensure that your pgSQL function is connecting to the correct database. If you're working with multiple databases, a simple mistake in connection settings could lead to this error. Verify your connection string and confirm you are targeting the right database instance. 4. Permissions problems. Even if the table exists and you've got the right schema, you might lack the necessary privileges to access it. The database user running your function needs select or insert, update, delete as appropriate privileges on the target table. Use the grant command to give the appropriate permissions. For example, grant select on my table to my function user. Replace my function user with the user your function runs as. 5. Missing create table statement. The most obvious reason is that the table simply doesn't exist. Check if the create table statement was executed successfully before you created the function that attempts to use it. Verify the table's existence in pgadmin or another database management tool. Recreate the table if needed, making sure the create table statement is correct. 6. Database refresh or restart. In some development environments, a database refresh or restart might have dropped your table unintentionally. Recheck if the table still exists after such operations. 7. Transaction issues. If you're using transactions, a failed transaction might leave your table inaccessible within the function's scope. Ensure that your transactions commit successfully. Check for any rollbacks which could affect table visibility. 8. Caching. In rare cases, a query cache might cause issues. Try restarting your PostgreSQL server or clearing the cache to rule this out. This is less likely, but worth investigating if other solutions don't work. By systematically checking these points, spelling, schema, permissions, existence, and transactions, you should be able to pinpoint and resolve the relation does not exist error in your PostgreSQL pgSQL functions. Remember to always validate table names and schema qualifiers carefully within your function code.